There is more trouble for government's debt restructuring exercise as a group calling itself the Pensioners Bondholders Forum is asking government to exempt their funds from the program. According to them, government's decision to include their funds will further worsen the fragile economic conditions. They say government should exempt their funds just as it did for the pension schemes. My colleague James Ishen is there, joins me with some more details. So what more have they been saying, James? All right, so we are linking up with my colleague James Ishen, who has been covering a press conference by pensioners on the debt exchange program. Want to try one more time, James, if you can hear me. What more have they been saying about the debt exchange program and their funds, for that matter?
Right, so 5 days to the registration deadline for the debt exchange program. And already we've seen a lot of organized groups coming together to speak against the debt exchange program. Now, what we have, a new development we have now is a group calling itself the Pensioners Bondholders Forum, who are also calling on government to exempt them from the debt exchange program. I have the convener here, Dr. Edu. I mean, he is the convener. I would want to know more from him. Doc, let me understand. You want government to exempt you from this program. Now, what I want to understand now is the fact that, do you have any ultimatum? What is the way forward now?
Well, we haven't given any ultimatum. We have sent a petition to the minister Tuesday, and we copied the president. We have also sent a letter to the minister this morning requesting for a meeting with the minister. And the meeting, we are saying we know his schedule, but he should try and give us audience before the closing time for the invitation.
Now, so basically, are you just doing lobbying negotiation, or you're looking forward to, head to the court?
Well, now we want to have a discussion with the minister. What the response to our petition will determine the way forward.
Well, so discussion with the minister and all that, but one may say we have just a few days to the registration deadline. That is on the 16th of this month. And at this point, if you are not giving any ultimatum, wouldn't that affect you guys? Because speaking to your members, they seem not to be happy with the fact that you guys are just basically doing lobbying or negotiation. They want more action. What do you make of that?
Well, that is the action we have taken. If we don't meet the minister, we have decided as a forum, as a group, that we are not going to accept the invitation. So members are not going to accept that invitation because we are saying we should be exempted. And I believe the minister should give us the audience, because you owe us. And if you say you won't listen to people you owe, then I can't find what a debtor would want to do. You owe somebody. You have to pay that somebody. It is your obligation to pay. And the person you owe, say, you even didn't ask the person that didn't come to the person to speak with, and he has come to you. I think the only good, I just cannot imagine the minister the debtor refusing to meet its creditors. I can't imagine that.
Right, so this is the convener, but let me speak to a member of the Pensioners Bondholders Forum. He is a member of the group, and he's been raising a lot of issues, but I would want to know, as a member, how would this affect his livelihood? Hello, Doc, let me understand. You're a member, yeah. You're a bondholder, and a pensioner as well. How would this affect your livelihood?
Well, we all are aware of the fact that pensions are nothing to talk about, because pensions are functions of what you earn whilst you are working. And you know the level of salaries in this country. And therefore, if you are somebody who's working and you know that there's life after retirement, you take plans and take decisions that will cushion you for the future. And so we did a lot of savings, and we were encouraged by government and by the banks to invest in bonds, because that one even gives government the leeway, 3, 4, 5 years. And we live on our bonds, because if you have a certificate You can even use it as a collateral for any loan from a bank in times of distress. So if the arrangement that they are throwing at us today is that we should bring our old instruments and pick new ones, that has a maturity date of 2038. While as against my maturity date, which may be 2026. And that for this whole year, you're paying nothing on my investment. How do you want me to survive? We should be mindful of the fact that even though we are retirees, we're still taking care of our kids. They've left school, there are no jobs, so they are living at home. Do we drive them away? We're paying the same bills as everybody else paying. And is it because they see us as vulnerable people, that is why they don't want to engage us? If for nothing at all, we know that they have stated expressly that they will engage their foreign creditors. So if you have plans to engage foreign creditors, to negotiate on how you're going to pay them what you owe them, what about those of us locally? So that is why Doc is saying that, look, there's a petition before them. We know that in every situation and in every negotiation process, it's a win-win situation. We are prepared to sit down with them, let them listen to us, we'll listen to them. Where we think we can meet them halfway, we do. Where they also think they can meet us halfway, we do. But at the end of the day, we don't want our members to sign onto something which would be like a certificate of death.
Doc was raising the point that it's more or less a negotiation, but we are not looking at any action being taken. I mean, as a member, I don't know, are you okay with that?
Well, we cannot jump the gun. We start with negotiations. Definitely, when negotiations collapse, there are other options. But the point is that because we have sent them a letter and we are asking them to meet us, you don't issue threats when you are asking people to meet you for a conversation. So for that one, we keep to our chest. We believe that we should all be able to reason together as a nation and see how best we can help our nation survive these critical financial challenges that confront us. Not forgetting the fact that there are retirees whose bonds and coupons must be paid to them so that they can also survive.
All right. So now there's the development here. They are basically not heading to the courts or something of that. So they are embarking on negotiations with the finance ministry to know the way forward. So that's the development we have here with the group calling itself Pensioners Bondholders Forum, or now asking government to exempt them from the debt exchange program.